Manever I say ma PENDREAM TV. PENDREAM TV there, I see them yopo.
First of all, let me say we'll see how we'll get you into Assin before the elections. And then secondly, we can't debate men's gold because we don't even know how many indigents of Assin invested in men's gold. So we would like to keep our politics in Assin North on the bread and butter issues and on the local politics in that constituency. Let me say a good morning to my co-panelists, a good morning to you as well, a good morning, a special good morning to the constituents of KEA and listeners of Brenya FM. Special mention Chairman Wuntumin Taki. I'm neither a student of the law nor a practitioner of the law. I come from the streets where we determine our law, so I will not go into legalities. I've made to talk about the politics of Assin North. And as a regional communication officer of the region, and as somebody who has first-hand information on the daily dealings in the constituency, I must say that we are very, 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 very positive that we are taking this seat back. I'll tell you something. You see, here's a constituency that was recrafted in 2012. It used to be held by Honorable Japan when that entire constituency was Assin constituency. And since it was recreated out of the Assin constituency, we've had NDC take it 2 times and the NPP has taken it once. When you look at the last elections, the NPP should not have taken it the last time, but we had some internal issues that unfortunately affected us and we paid for it at the polls. In the 2016 elections, the NPP won that election by almost 14,000 votes as against 10,000 on the NDC side. In 2020, when you look at the results, the NDC not only cleared the deficit of almost 4,000 votes, we even increased our votes by an additional 3,000, which made 7,000 new votes to give us Gyakye Quayson. And that is why we are confident that going into this election, we not only have a very credible candidate, a competent candidate, which it appears the NPP fears for whatever reason. Else, why would a constituency issue become a national debate? That today we have to even have the Supreme Court make judgments, nullify elections, get people's names out as if they never even existed in the books of our body politics, and that we should go back on the grounds and reconduct an election. For us in Central Region NDC, we are really very excited that we are having to go for this by-election because we are going to send a strong message to the NPP that Kumawu is not Assin North. The Central Region, the same way that we swept the constituencies from the NPP, that gave us the majority constituency hold in the region, aside Assin North, and even to 2024, we are here to claim additional parliamentary seats from them. The road to 2024 starts with Assin North, and we are ready. Even if they say we should have the elections tomorrow, we will have the elections tomorrow, and the NDC will win. We are very confident that our work in this constituency over the last since the 1992 constitution came into force, and even before, the people of Assin know very well what we have done for them. It was the NDC that gave Assin electricity. Over 56 communities that are in the Assin North constituency were put on the national grid. If you look at the achievement of Honorable Gyakye Quayson, he even came to build on the fact that we gave them electricity. He's now lighted the entire district of Assin North. Everywhere you pass is lighted. There is street lights. He has provided and repaired over 1,200 street lights in the entire district. It is one of the most lighted constituencies in this country. Government of Ghana / NPP can't even keep the light on the motorway on, but a member of parliament can keep the lights in the district on. They can't even keep traffic lights on. Go to Assin. It's more than disco. There's this video that was trending yesterday about an NPP foot soldier who was asked whether he's going to vote for. He said, "They say we control Puna Wusro. They be a kind." When you go on the grounds, Sana, and you listen to the indigenes speak about this election, you know that the NPP is in for a battle. A battle not with the NDC, a battle with the people of Assin North. We are just complementers because we are producing the candidates that the people have shown that they love, they respect, they want to lead them and to represent them in parliament. I have heard that the NPP and their co-conspirators are now threatening our candidates that if he takes the form, they are going to pass criminal judgment on him. You see, any man who fears to die is a coward. Real soldiers don't fear death. Honorable Gyakye Quayson put out a message yesterday. He said that even Jesus Christ was crucified. How much more him? He will pick the form. And I want to assure Gyakye Quayson that the entire NDC fraternity is solidly behind him. I've also heard that the NPP might attempt to bring soldiers into Assin North. Let us make it very clear to the NPP in Assin North, in the central region, as the government of Ghana. We saw what you did in Techiman South. We saw what you did in Gyakye. But when it comes to central region, we may not have military bases there, but we have people who are strong-willed and courageous. If you come at us with guns, we'll come and stand there. As many of us as you want to shoot. When you finish shooting us, that's what me have already said to us somewhere before. It is not the death that I feel. It is what I'll become when I die. Because as for the people I have met in my life, I can't do anything to them whilst I'm alive. But when I die, that's when I deal with them. Sana, it's going to be a fantastic election. In Kumaru, the NPP went with articulators of rice, gari, beans. They went with GTP cloth, high targets. They went with excavators, bulldozers to clear roads, to do all kinds of things, only to increase their votes by 300. Now imagine, when you have a 7,000 deficit to clear, and you are going with these accoutrements, and the people, when they see these accoutrements on their roads, start hooting at the poor workers who have to earn their daily by day, driving excavators and bulldozers just to do roads. But the message that it sends out is very clear, that the Assin North people are not Kumeru, who will go one way. These people are decent, intelligent people who can make decisions. They can think for themselves. They can make decisions, and they don't need these things to change their minds, because they have already made up their minds that it is Gyakye Quayson. In 2020, you ask, what was the secret that made Gyakye Quayson win? Gyakye Quayson had a group called Friends of Gyakye Quayson. Let me say a good morning to them. In Assin North, made up of all kinds of youth, NPP, NDC, CPP, because they all saw something in the man Gyakye Quayson. When they were both giving their analysis on the results, they told you that Gyakye Quayson got more votes than even Akufo-Addo, which meant that people in NPP voted for Gyakye Quayson. And today, when you go on the grounds, they will still tell you that they will still vote for Gyakye Quayson. So we are just waiting for June 27th, so that we can let the people of Assin North send a message loud and clear that no amount of injustice that was perpetrated against this individual has been able to change the minds of the constituents of Assin North, and that they are still bent on keeping this man as their MP. His achievements are all over the district for people to see. In the area of road reshaping, before Akufo-Addo sent excavators and Bopomaja to Assin North, Gyakye Quayson, when they denied him a seat in the main chamber of parliament, was already sending out excavators to do reshaping in Assin North of roads. He has constructed bridges. He donated canoe to the river community to aid in river transport. Has Akufo-Addo and the NPP even attempted to even put a platform on the river to help the people transport themselves across the river? They haven't. When you look at how much donations, cement and roofing sheets, this man has donated to rehabilitate schools in Assin North, over 2,000. And here I'm talking about packets of roofing sheets, not individual roofing sheets. Senna, he supplied BECU students and SSCU students with mathematical sets, over 2,000 pieces since he became MP. Whenever they are going to sit for examination, he makes sure that he supplies them for them to go and sit for examination. He organizes mock exams ahead of their final exams to prepare the students for the examinations. He organizes extra classes when they go on vacation. Those who go and study apprenticeship and vocational training, he's donated so many sewing machines and hair dryers. When you go to the community and the indigenous themselves are speaking, it's not like Kumawu, where people are crying that their MP did nothing for them and they still went and voted for NPP. These ones give you evidence of what Gyakye Quayson has done for them. And when you come to even the achievement of the NDC in the constituency, there's this road that the NPP, because they are the ones constructing it now, are all over the place. Oh, after all, we've done the Pra-Sufosu road, so the people will vote for us. But the people of Assin, Assin North, Assin Central, Assin South, all the way to Yamransa, know that particular road we are talking about is a JICA funded project that started as far back as President Mills. The Quayson road, which was divided into 3 lots. The first lot was the Bekwai Assin Pra-Asu road, which ended at the Assin Pra-Asu bridge, which President Mahama went to commission in 2014. By the time they went to commission that road, the drawings for the Pra-Asu-Fosu section was also ready. They had finished stakeholder consultations and everything. And the money was already in government's coffers. Because it's a $100 million facility that was taken by the Mahama administration for the road all the way to Yamransa. That funding had already been secured. So the only thing the NPP came to do was to come and continue the road that the NDC has started. So since they finished this road, it's left with the fixing street lights, doing some landscaping in the middle, whether they'll pave it or they'll plant some flowers. Since the place is very vegetative, you should start planting flowers and trees because the whole place is bare. When we get to the Assin-Fosu Midwifery College, that's where this lot 2 ends. We are now looking forward, since I'm looking for the NDC in the Central Region, and since we've already brought in the money, lazy Akufo-Addo and his government should now start from Assin-Fosu Training College and go and finish at Yamransa. Because as far as we are concerned, the design is finished. All you have to do is to go and share to your contractor friends. But the road here, it is NDC's project. It is not NPP project. So when NPP communicators understand those who are outside the constituency and the region, when they see pictures and then they conclude, oh, the NPP has constructed the road, slow down. It is not your road. Everybody in Assin knows the origins of that road. It is not yours. Don't claim credit. You can go and claim credit for your AstroTurf. That's not bad. At least some people like football. aside that, your achievement in Assin was so negligible. It is just this by-election that you are now attempting to go and claim something that you can stand on. But you see, there's this thing that Abraham Lincoln said: they can fool some of the people some of the time, but you can't fool all the people all the time. And that is so evident in Assin North. So Sana, in conclusion, we are positive that this seat is not leaving the NDC. The NPP, if they are looking for a +1 to help their cause in Parliament, it is not Assin North. They should look for another constituency somewhere else. In fact, the state of Ghana today, even if we tell all NDC MPs not to go to Parliament again and go and campaign in their constituencies and leave the whole Ghana and Parliament for the NPP side, there's nothing they can do to change the destiny of this nation. They have already destroyed everything. There's this proverb we say in Fanti. You just have to wait for 2024 to give the final verdict to Akufo-Addo, the NPP government, and whichever presidential candidate they put forward. Because as far as we are concerned, none of their candidates is credible enough to even lead this nation come 2024. I'm done.
Thank you very much, Gabriela. Gabriela Tete is the Central Regional Communications Officer of the National Democratic Congress.
Whenever I say PENDREAM TV, PENDREAM TV, dear, I see them, you